This is Roger Stone telling you that liberty prevails.
Hold your breath and count to 10. Just count to 10.
Major League Liberty. Defending life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And our happiness is always destroying the globalist agenda, exposing the flaws in fake news media, and of course, providing excellent entertainment.
And there we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I am a little bit out of practice, as you might understand. But this is your boy, Liberty Logan, and I am finally back, and I cannot wait to get into this. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you for not forgetting about us, because we are not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. I will admit, needed a bit of a hiatus. It was a rough couple of months, as I'm sure it's been for all you guys, and we're going to be talking about all of it. I do have some clips to play for you guys, but mainly I'm just going to be talking with you because I miss you. And you know what? It's time for us to get back in the saddle. It's time for us to get back fighting. It's time for us to stop playing these stupid games with all these idiots on the left. I'm done with it. I'm done with the games. I'm done playing the games. I'm done entertaining them. I'm going to go over tonight the racism of Joe Biden. Absolutely blatant. I'm going to talk about racism throughout history, because now it should be more blatant than ever what actual racists think. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. I'm going to give you my absolutely true and uncensored opinions about January 6th, which will probably get us booted off of YouTube, but whatever. We got everything else for you. So that's one thing I do want to talk about with you guys. If you have not checked out Odyssey yet, if you might have noticed, all of our videos right now are gone from YouTube. Odyssey, though, has our entire back catalog. Saw that one coming, motherfuckers. So check it out. We're on Odyssey. We're also on Rumble. You can find us on Rumble. We're gaining a follower there every other day, and I haven't put anything up there since before January 6th. So definitely check out Rumble. We are going to be on Gab. We're getting our Gab live streaming set up. So here in the near future, if you want to see me and Louie, we are going to be going live on Gab. Also, we will be setting up a BitChute. I think we have a BitChute that we never really did much with, but plain and simple, we are going to be going all alt media. I'm done with Facebook. I am done with YouTube. I don't care if I have to start from scratch and rebuild. It doesn't matter. We're down to do it, and we're not going to go anywhere. So we're going to do it all on alt media, and we're going to be supporting that. You can check me out on Parler also, Liberty Logan 17 on Parler. Louie also has a Parler. I believe it's just at Real Louie Huey, like his Twitter handle, and I think we are setting up, well, we were in the process of setting up a Parler for Major League Liberty when it got taken down, and we'll probably get that up here pretty soon. So we're going to be doing all that. Also, MajorLeagueLiberty.live isn't going anywhere either, so we just have to do some reconfigurations on that, and once we do, we will be good, golden, and good to go. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have taken a hiatus, but behind the scenes, we have been working hard for you guys, and we have a lot of good things coming around the pike. This is probably throughout the, 5 years that we've been doing this now, third or fourth time easily that we've had to rebuild. We've done it every single time. We're not going to go anywhere. It doesn't matter how many FBI agents are knocking on our doors. It doesn't matter how many times we get called domestic terrorists. It doesn't matter how many times we have to restart this, because I am just too fucking stubborn to ever shut up. I'm sorry, but I am. And there is going to be some cursing in this. I will not go as hard as I did a little bit ago, but still. So anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. If you haven't yet, check out 76brave.com. Great friends of the show. Awesome stuff. Got this shirt from them, 76brave.com. And, of course, the matching mug that I love so much. This would be on Facebook too, by the way, but I'm banned from there. So, there's that. So, anyway, let's just get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. My favorite, Joe Biden, finally showing America and everybody what true racism really is. Because you hear a lot about that nowadays. Oh, this guy's a racist because he said something, or this guy's a white supremacist, or all this crap. But nobody really knows what it means. And I've done this segment before, and I got in a lot of trouble for it, but I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to tell you what real racism looks like, because nobody seems to know anymore. But it has never, ever, ever been more blatantly obvious than it is right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is a funny clip that I'm sure you guys have seen at least once or twice here from TikTok. And yeah, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But I'll discuss why it's a perfect representation of exactly what I'm going to be talking about. So until then, get a little laugh and enjoy.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine.
Yeah. So that. I mean, it's fucking funny, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous that Joe Biden thinks that black people and brown people have no idea how to use the internet. They just can't figure it out. But he really does believe it, folks. And that brings me to my first topic of the night that is probably going to get me banned from YouTube. What is real racism and real white supremacy? Because, of course, you guys know, and it's happened to you too, that we have all been castigated as white supremacists, as racists, as all these stupid things, which none of us are. So, screw Webster's Dictionary, screw all that other crap of them changing the definition. I'm going to give you what actual white supremacists think. Okay? Not what I think, but what actual white supremacists think, like Joe Biden. This is something that goes all the way back to history before the United States. It goes back to social Darwinism. It goes back to eugenics. It goes back to phrenology. All of these things that were scientific consensuses back in the day that pretty much said that there is no way that you can release black slaves because they're too stupid to live on their own. That's what a white supremacist thinks. That's what they thought back then. That's what they think now. And that's what Joe Biden thinks. They think you are too stupid to be left to your own devices and be able to live your life. They don't think that you're not deserving of freedom. They just think that you couldn't handle it at all. That's really what it is. Like, a lot of the thing, and this is a really, really hard thing for a lot of people to get through their heads because it's something that is so foreign to people nowadays that it's completely escaped us, and nobody understands historical context. Back in the days of social Darwinism, back in the days of phrenology, a lot of people who owned plantations thought they were doing it to help. A lot of people that owned slaves thought they were doing it to help. They thought that black people were incapable of living on their own and they would just starve to death. So they thought, oh, hey, I'll have him go dig a ditch, provide him with a shack, throw him my leftover scraps of chicken, all that shit. And he'll just live a happy life. It'll be the happiest life he's ever had because left to his own devices, he would just be dead. That's really what they think. Like I said, that clip is funny. But it is really an illustration of how Joe Biden and other real white supremacists, not the ones that you think, but real ones, think of black people. They think you are incapable of freedom. They think you are incapable of running your own lives. And honestly, black people in BLM, what the hell, man? You're proving them right because you're saying that if things are not given to me and provided to me, I deserve that to happen. I need that to happen. I can't do it on my own. So I'm going to go riot and destroy things until you start providing for me again, just like back in the 1800s. Idiots. You're idiots. You're weak-minded idiots. You are literally voting yourself back onto the plantation. So fucking congratulations, assholes. Congratulations. You voted in a freaking plantation owner. And how well is that going for you guys? Honestly. Because last I heard, they're not even meeting with the leaders of BLM. They use you as useful idiots, and now they toss you to the curb. Notice how you're not getting any support from the media anymore? Media anymore? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Same thing with you pukes and Antifa. Notice how that's happening? Notice how you're doing the exact same thing, going around yelling, oh, hey, I need someone to provide something for me. I need somebody to just hand me things. I need somebody to provide me with a place to live. I need somebody to provide me with food because I'm incapable of doing it myself. That is I have tried so hard to try to convey this to people. And you know what? Of course, I have to do the thing that all conservatives have to do, even though all my friends, all my followers, all my family, everybody who's ever met me, anybody that's ever really seen the show and actually looked at it objectively knows that I don't mean all black people. No. Thousands upon thousands, millions of black people understand this. In fact, I think the vast majority of black people understand this. It's just the very vocal minority of dipshits and BLM and communists and all that shit that don't get it. They don't get it because they're weak fucking minded. I have plenty of friends who are black that get this. And I've had black guys on the show that get this. Royal De Niro. This is common sense shit. They understand what's going on. They see what's going on. They don't want to go back to all this other shit. They don't want things provided to them. They want to do it themselves because they are absolutely 100% capable of doing it themselves. And they know that no government can ever provide things for them like they can provide for themselves. It's simple. You want free housing, you want free food, you want free transportation, you want free education, you're going to get all that shit, but the house is going to be a freaking shack that you can get sold to a different shack anytime they feel like it because, hey, they're giving it to you. The food is going to be scraps from the government or whatever plantation owner that is getting replaced by them because, hey, they're paying for it and they're going to give you what they feel like you deserve, not what you think you deserve. The transportation is pretty much going to be you pulling a fucking wagon. Do you not understand this? You get what you pay for and nothing's free. They're going to tell you, get your ass over there, dig a ditch, and then if you're lucky, I'll give you some scraps. That's what communism is. That's what slavery is. That is what not being able to have the own agency over yourself and over your future is. And that's what you're voting in right now, BLM. That's what you are rioting for. That's what you're stealing shit for. And you know what? All those white supremacists that you hate so much are sitting there on their thrones like, I freaking told you. I told you. All I had to do was promise them some free shit, never give it to them, and they will just keep voting us in over and over and over, and then we got our plantation back. The same thing the Democrats have been working on since the Civil War ended. Weak-minded. Weak-minded fools. Seriously, what's next? Joe Biden literally told you. First day, $2,000 stimulus checks. Didn't happen. Duh. No shit. Let's see, what else? He was going to raise the minimum wage, $15 an hour. More handouts. Never mind inflation and how that's obviously a stupid idea because that's been brought up and gone over ad nauseum over and over and over again. The same thing over and over and over again, and we're never really getting to the real issue. And the real issue is the authoritarian assholes like Joe Biden think you are too stupid to run your own lives and they can do it better. They're doing it out of charity. You are a charity case to them. It's insane. Fast forward. Okay, so they're talking about now little pod homes that are essentially an old sewage pipe that is repurposed into a bunk with like electricity, essentially. And now they're marketing that as a great thing for people, that people should just live in that, and it's good for the environment, it's efficient for the economy, and nobody besides, like Bill Gates and all the elites, they can have mansions, but you pleb, you go live in a freaking old sewage tank, and you better fucking like it. That's next. And you know what? Idiot Democrats are going to do the same thing. I'm sorry, but they are, because they're weak-minded and stupid. They're going to be like, oh my god, he's providing me a home for free. I didn't have to get my own sewage tank or pipe. I didn't have to refurbish my own sewage pipe. He's just giving it to me. How amazing. It's like, well, turns out that sewage pipe isn't really what you want. After a little while, you might want a little bit more for yourself, but you can't, pleb. So there's the next promise broke. I mean, seriously, fast forward to 2024. After all these things, pretty much making everybody now slaves again, all these Democrats can be like, yeah, well, he didn't keep literally any of his promises whatsoever. But now, oh yeah, he's promising us a free cruise to a distant land of milk and honey where you will be able to work and frolic and play as much as you wish. Yeah, when was the last time there was a free cruise promised people to a distant land? Turns out those accommodations on the cruise aren't that great. But they'll go right along with it. Idiots in BLM. Soft-minded tools in BLM. And it really is sad. But that's it. That's the history of racism. If you want to know what a white supremacist think, they think they're supreme, literally think they're smarter, better, and they have to take care of you. Because if they didn't, you would just wither away and die because you're too dumb. You know what? Maybe members of BLM are too dumb. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know like how much more you can prove this. I mean, I don't have to say it. Joe Biden's saying it. I don't know how many times over the next, it's been 47 years this guy has literally been telling you exactly who he is. Crime bill. Racial jungles. Black people don't know how to use the internet. Or a computer. Never seen it before. It's like a monkey with a bone just hitting it over and over again. Can't fucking figure out why it's not working because my melanin means I'm freaking retarded. That's what he thinks of you. I've been trying to tell you forever. And it's right in your face now. If you don't see it, then I don't understand what is going to make you see it. In fact, I don't think anything is. But you know what? And I'm kind of done trying to explain it. This is like my last gasp of hard truth before I'm just not talking to soft-minded people anymore because I can't. There's no reason to. It makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense at all. And this is the road that leads to authoritarianism. And we are definitely on that road right now. In fact, I mean, everybody's saying we need to fight to save the country. We lost it already. Plain and simple, man. I have friends that have turned alcoholic and are in the hospital. I know people who have committed suicide because they can't work. I know people that have lost literally everything they have because of this. And what are we doing? We're sitting here begging to open our businesses again. We're not uniting. We're not just saying we're going to open our businesses. We've called for it several times. Haven't done it. And I really hope we do soon. I mean, it's getting to the point that if we don't, it doesn't matter at all. I mean, we are this close to sentencing all of our children to 1,000 years of darkness. And I mean, we're begging to open businesses. We're begging to go to work. People out of work for months, almost a year. I mean, talked about it over and over again, but we continue to let the left drive the narrative. We continue to let them try to browbeat us about January 6th. Like I give a shit about January 6th. I mean, all right. Before I get into January 6th, I do want to prove a little bit of the authoritarianism that is happening right now, because it really does culminate in January 6th and what happened there. And everything that we've been experiencing, everything that we've been talking about, everything that we've been going through, everything, all of our rights being taken away from us, all of our freedoms we're just letting go. All of that is what culminated and caused January 6th. I mean, Congress seems to think that, oh my God, we have to figure out how this happened. If they want to figure out how it happened, they just need to look at themselves. That's all they need to do. They caused it. Plain and simple. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? People weren't going to snap. I mean, they're sitting up there. They're still getting their salary that we pay for. Doesn't matter to them if you're out of a job. You still got to pay taxes. Pleb. Go pay your taxes. Go pay their salary. They're doing so much for you. But hey, I will admit I'm a little out of practice. So I do want to jump to this next clip really quick here, guys. This is something that, it's actually, as far as things go, not even, I hate to say it, it's not even like that much of a shock or that much of, I mean, it happens all the time, but this one isn't even that severe. But it's ironic that this happened on a Trump-run ice rink, and it's a guy skating with a Trump flag, and then you hear all the other weak-minded, dipshit people just cheering for what happened. So anyway, let's go ahead and watch our lovely, lovely new country. I just want to pause and point out that that's a security guard, by the way. Some fucking bitch-made punk-ass security guard decides that he wants to go and assault somebody. Everyone's cheering for it. The dude's minding his own business. He's skating around with the flag. What a crime. What a crime in America today to skate around with a Trump 2024 flag supporting a political candidate. Oh my God, the fucking audacity of him. I can't believe it. How dare he? Of course all those people are cheering because, you know, they had to get the fascists that had a flag out of there while all of them are using force to remove his speech. Yeah. This is exactly what Nazi Germany looked like before it was actually Nazi Germany and the war started. This is what it looked like when they were purging people. This is what it looked like before the Holocaust happened. And yeah, they canceled Gina Carano for that. Don't really care. Cancel me, bitches. There's literally nothing else you can do to me. But anyway, let's continue the clip.
Alright, if you want to start coming this way.
Can't, we got action.
Huh?
Get on the...
What did you say?
I can't go right now, but buy the 2 tickets anyway.
Alright.
No violence! No violence! No violence!
Alright, I can't take too much more of that. You hear the dumb asshole in the background. No violence! No violence! You are the most violent people in this country. Liberals. And that's not even, you're not even liberals. I can't take any more of that fucking shit. Look, you're not even liberals. You don't know what that word means. You don't know what a lot of words mean, especially not liberal. Liberal means open-minded and open to other ideas. The credos of the liberal used to be, I may hate what you are saying, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. That is a real, true liberal credo. They have stolen that word. They are redefining words left and right. This is 1984 we're living in, and I am sick of no one treating it like that because it is ridiculous. This is 1984. Stop trying this Neville Chamberlain approach of appeasing these assholes in Congress. It is not going to work. It has never worked throughout history, and it is not going to work now. And look, Trump supporters like myself, where are your balls? We all have a responsibility right now. If you see somebody with a Make America Great Again hat getting attacked in public and you are there, don't film it. That doesn't do shit. You go and beat the crap out of those people. You beat the living shit out of somebody who is assaulting somebody for just wearing a Make America Great Again hat or saying they're a Trump supporter or having a flag. I don't care if you get stomped out too. We all have that responsibility now. Plain and simple. We cannot let this shit continue. We are getting attacked by a very well organized, brainwashed, dipshit, weak-minded mob, and we are doing nothing about it. Nothing. It is your responsibility. Plain and simple. It's my responsibility. It's your responsibility. If you see somebody who is a Trump supporter getting assaulted for no reason other than the fact that he has a flag and he's getting punched by a crowd, it is time for us to start sacrificing ourselves for each other because that is the point we're at. I am not telling you to go out and start any violence because that is not what we do. We do not start violence. But if you see, your brothers and sisters getting attacked, it's time to step up and do fucking something about it because we are not winning, okay? Donald Trump, love him to death. He was the greatest president in my lifetime, hands down. I don't care who gives me shit for saying it. Don't care. Easily best president in my lifetime, but he was a Band-Aid. He was a Band-Aid on all this crap that the Democrats have been working on literally since the 1800s. They are going to divide us. They are going to make us the other, Trump supporters, conservatives the other, and then they are going to castigate us, and they are going to make us the boogeyman, and then it'll be us that created every problem in America going back to the founding of America. It's always us. And it's not just Whitey anymore. It's everybody. Everyone who's a conservative. And I'm sick of it. I'm not going to watch it anymore. I can't just sit back and watch it happen anymore, man. I can't. It's stupid. It's stupid that we're at this point. We had a responsibility, not just to ourselves, but to the entire planet, to never get to this point. We are far beyond that. We're supposed to be the beacon of liberty. We're supposed to be above this. We're supposed to be critical thinkers. We're supposed to know in our hearts that all the old bullshit of the old world, that's why they call it the old world, and they call this the new world, that all the old bullshit is just that. It is bullshit, and we are supposed to move past it. Finally, for once in human damn history, just move past it. And we had this. We had America, and we clinging to it by our fingernails right now, and we are about to lose our grip on it, and once we do, we're screwed. And that's why I don't like using the word hate a lot, but I at this point I do. I hate Antifa activists. I hate BLM activists because they are hopelessly stupid. They are hopelessly brainwashed. They are so dependent on what we used to call the Matrix back in the 90s that they cannot be woken up because they would literally just explode. Their brains can't handle it. Their brains have been turned to nothing but mush since they were children. They have been indoctrinated into this. They have been fed these lies forever. We can't expect to wake everybody up. But what we can expect to do is to stand up for our values, is to stand up for our rights, and is to stand up for each other that recognize that in each other, that recognize that fire, that love for liberty, that pursuit of happiness that they want to have, that they will achieve at any possible outcome. They will, the perseverance, that's what we need again. We need to recognize that in each other when we see each other. And once you recognize that in somebody else, I don't care who they are, that person is your brother or sister, done, period, over with. They're Americans. That's always been the truth. And we've allowed ourselves to be stupefied, lied to, brainwashed, downtrodden, ridiculed, and it hasn't worked. This Neville Chamberlain approach has led directly to my next clip.
And again, this is not us saying so, John Hammond. That is a bulletin released to all law enforcement earlier this week that there is, until the end of April, a persistent threat of domestic extremism, domestic terrorism carried out in the ideology and around this belief that the election was fraudulent, that the COVID restrictions are unnecessary. All of those ideologies pushed by Donald Trump. But my question for you is around incitement. We had a policy, and it was very controversial. It was carried out under the Bush years and under the Obama years, of attacking terrorism at its root, of going after and killing, and in the case of Amr al-Awlaki, an American, a Yemeni American, with a drone strike for the crime of inciting violence, inciting terrorism. Mitch McConnell was in the Senate then. He was in the Senate after 9/11 too. How does Mitch McConnell, who understands that the way you root out terrorism is to take on, in the case of Islamic terrorism, kill those who incite it, how does he not vote to convict someone that he said on the floor of the Senate incited an insurrection?
They're really showing themselves to do really well. Come on, man.
Yeah, so in case you missed that, that's MSNBC talking about drone striking you. I mean, the irony should not be lost on them that it was Obama that ordered that drone strike off of his kill list, whatever. But, facts, whatever. And they're just silly little things that kind of get in the way. And then, maybe, we'll address it at some point 10, 15 years down the road. This is where we're at, man. They're talking about drone striking us, talking about putting us in camps, re-education camps. A Truth and Reconciliation Commission in the government. A Truth and Reconciliation Commission in the government. They are literally talking about setting up a ministry of truth. And they're talking about it openly. Openly! And I am so sick of these rhino, spineless assholes in Congress. They're just appeasing this. They're going along with this narrative. It's like, well, yes, Mitch McConnell, this was bad and everything, and, Trump definitely incited it, but, man, we shouldn't be doing this. No. Mitch McConnell is worse than the Democrats. He's a liar and a scumbag. McCarthy is a liar and a scumbag. Liz Cheney is a liar and a scumbag. Mitt Romney, you are a liar and a scumbag. Vote these people out. Vote these rhino assholes out. That's the only recourse we got. Vote them out. That's all we got. We got to get rid of them. I want more Lauren Boeberts. I want more Marjorie Taylor Greens. And you know what? I don't even agree with everything they say, but at least they have the backbone to stand up. I want more Matt Gaetz. I want more Ron DeSantis. Josh Hawley. That's where I'm at. That's what I want. I mean, look, if you don't even have the balls to stand up to AOC in Congress and say, you lying bitch, you weren't even within half a mile of everything that was going on, acting like you were in some kind of danger, fake crying yet again, because that seems to be your use to the Democratic committee, is just put a halfway pretty face of some retard out there and have her fake cry and say, oh my God, I hope I survive this so I can have kids. This is the most horrible thing ever, while I'm surrounded by thousands of Capitol Police that are giving me an escort to an underground bunker that no one knows exists. Oh my God, I'm in so much trouble. If you want to know what it looks like to have a mob in your face that does want to kill you, all you have to do is look at what's been happening to us for 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. AOC supported every second of it. Every single time somebody was assaulted, killed, stabbed, their businesses burned down, their homes burned down, their families threatened and assaulted, every single time. And you know what she said? Oh, well, they're white supremacists and they deserve it. Same with VP Heels Up Harris. Same damn thing. She didn't even just support it. She bailed them out so they could do it again. Maxine Waters. All of them. Every Democrat. They don't give a shit about you. And now it comes to within a half mile of their doorstep while they're surrounded by people with guns pointing them at them. At the would-be killers, the people that wanted to go in and just destroy everything. And you know what? Yeah, I'm glad they were protected. Don't get me wrong. But why? Why them and why not us? Why are they more special? They're not. They want you to believe they are, but they're not. So after 4 years of riots, threats, trying to burn down buildings, trying to kill people, and succeeding, I'm supposed to feel sorry for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez because it got within a half mile of her. Finally. I'm not sorry for her. I'm not sorry for any member of Congress, Republican or Democrat, that had to go through that, because they just got a tiny, tiny little taste of what they have created, of what they have supported, of what they have funded. You think I'm going to forget that shit? You think I have the memory of a goldfish? It's not going to happen. So look, my raw, unfiltered thoughts on January 6th. Do I think that Patriots should have stormed the Capitol? In retrospect, no, because I don't see what it would accomplish other than this horse shit. But again, it doesn't matter. You held the rally outside. They would have said that was it anyways. They would have said that was threats. So who cares? Honestly, I don't think just because I wanted to hear what the vote was and I wanted to get everyone on record who was contesting or not, and I wanted all that to go through. I wanted to hear that. But if I was there in the moment, would I have gone into the Capitol building? If I was up there? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I would have. Would I have ransacked shit? No. Probably wouldn't have done that. Would I have stolen things out of offices? No. I wouldn't have done that. But would I have at least had just the little bit of angst to show them that, yes, this is still our house. Yes, this has been happening to us for 4 years. Yes, you have supported it the entire time. And you know what? If you're scared, good. Be scared. I hope AOC does have PTSD. I hope she has such bad PTSD that it ruins her entire life. I hope she can't sleep at night. I hope she's never able to have kids, and I hope her entire life falls apart around her, and I hope that she has a very, very long life. Because she deserves every single fucking second of it, and so does every other member of that Congress. I don't care. So, I mean, that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first show back, and like I said, I needed a hiatus, but I'm back, baby, because I am sick of this shit. I am sick of this Neville Chamberlain approach. I am sick of us backing down and acting like cowards. I am sick of all these spineless assholes in Congress not doing their actual job and standing up for us. If you want to know what led to January 6th, it was 4 years of riots culminating in people not being able to work, not being able to run their businesses, losing everything they've ever had. Losing it. Kids killing themselves because they can't go to school and they can't figure out how to get for no reason other than the fact that teachers unions are full of lazy shitheads that want to still get paid and not go to work. No science behind it. No science whatsoever. But we're supposed to hold these people up as heroes. I'm over teachers. I'm sick of y'all. You're not heroes. You're a bunch of twats. You're lazy. You suck. Our education is in the shitter. You haven't taught kids anything. I mean, how many high school students are graduating somehow and they can't even read at 8th grade level? You think that's the fault of society? No, that's the fault of you. It's your damn job to teach them how to read, you son of a bitch. But no, you're sitting there complaining about every other goddamn thing possible. Funding for schools goes up every single year. Every year. Throwing money at the problem. And guess what? Test results, grades, every damn year. We used to be number 1 in education. Last I checked, we're like 37th behind Cyprus. Like, what the hell are we doing? And we're just sitting here appeasing because they want to call you a racist. They want to call you a white supremacist. Well, guess what? Call me whatever you want, motherfuckers, because it's been my hiatus, and I don't care about you. I don't care about that dumb bitch AOC. I don't care what you call me. I don't care if you put me in the Happy Time Fun Camp. Might as well go now because you're going to do it anyway. And you know what? Ban me all you want off of here. I'm going to alt tech. I'm building my own website, and I'm going to keep doing this over and over and over because I am back, baby, and god damn does it feel good. And if you want to shut me up, you better just fucking kill me. I love you all to death. Thanks for joining me again. Liberty prevails. I'll see you on the next one.
This is Roger Stone telling you that liberty prevails.
Hold your breath and count to 10. Just count to 10.
Major League Liberty. Defending life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And our happiness is always destroying the globalist agenda, exposing the flaws in fake news media, and of course, providing excellent entertainment.